Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.
Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Monday, the 22nd of April. Pakistan claims India suspended trade citing groundless accusations. Crisis grows in Sri Lanka after fresh explosion. And group of Hindu pilgrims from Pakistan take holy dip in river Ganges. Pakistan has deplored India's decision to suspend all cross-LOC trade, claiming New Delhi has taken this action unilaterally on the basis of groundless accusations. This comes after India last week suspended the cross-LOC trade, saying Pakistan-based elements are funneling illegal weapons, narcotics and fake currency.
Pakistan on Sunday deplored India's decision to suspend all cross-LOC trade, claiming New Delhi has taken this action unilaterally on the basis of groundless accusations. It has also urged the Indian government to resolve differences through constructive engagement through a statement released by its foreign ministry. This comes after India's Ministry of Home Affairs or MHA last week issued orders to suspend the cross-LOC trade with effect from April 19th. MHA had said in a statement that this action has been taken as the Government of India has been receiving reports that the cross-LOC trade routes are being misused by Pakistan-based elements for funneling illegal weapons, narcotics and fake currency. Trade across the line of control or LOC or the heavily militarized de facto border has served as a confidence-building measure and to help the local population. But tensions between India and Pakistan have been running high fever since a Pakistan-based militant group claimed responsibility for bombing an Indian security convoy in Jammu and Kashmir.
In news from Afghanistan, survivors of the dastardly attack at a government building in Afghan capital Kabul that left 11 people dead and 8 civilians injured on Sunday praised the Afghan security forces for their quick response to the incident. Afghan special forces evacuated more than 2,000 people from the building after Saturday's attack.
A day after the deadly attack on the Afghan Ministry of Communications and Information Technology, or MCIT, that left 11 people dead and 8 civilians injured, the survivors of the attack praised the Afghan security forces for their quick response to the incident. The assailants, armed with guns, grenades and suicide bomb jackets, on Saturday stormed the 18-storied government office building in Afghan capital Kabul at around midday, and the attack ended after a 5-hour exchange of gunfire and explosions. Afghan special forces also evacuated more than 2,000 people from the MCIT building after the attack.
که برقام را بیخی تاریکی شد، بیخی وارخطا شدیم و از سرا همراه ما بودک. همین کسایی که مراجعین بودک بیرون آمده بودن، اینا هم همراه ما گیر ماندن اینجا. و زمانی که نیروی کارمندای رجال برجسته آمد، ما بسیار خوشحال شدیم، احساس کردیم که حال راه نجات ما است.
Meanwhile, President Ashraf Ghani said the incident indicates the cowardice of the group behind such attacks. He also hailed the response of the Afghan security forces in tackling the attack and said the bravery of the defense and security forces saved hundreds of lives.
More news from Afghanistan. Domestic Products Expo opened in Afghanistan's Herat province on Sunday, where the country's business community showcased its products in various stalls. Local investors from Herat, Kandahar and Balkh provinces are participating in the ongoing event.
The 5th Domestic Products Exhibition was opened in Afghanistan's western Herat province, where business community and locals showcased their products in various stalls that highly attracted visitors. Local investors from Herat, Kandahar and Balkh provinces showcase their products in the exhibition.
مشکلات تجارا رو می‌خوایم و صنعتکارا رو می‌خوایم بشنویم که چی هستن. اکثرشان شکایت دارن که تعرفه و امنیت و یک من مسائل دارن که می‌خوایم اونا رو از نزدیک بشنویم.
در مورد دمپینگ که میشه در مورد کار میکنیم تا که یک دفعه شاید امکان نداشته باشه، شاید که متاسفانه ظرفیت شاید کم است که بتانیم که اکثر مرزه بند کنیم، لیکن استراتژی وجود داره که آهسته دمپینگ کم.
There are over 180 stalls of domestic products in the exhibition. Women handcrafts make the key part of the ongoing event.
In news from Sri Lanka, an explosion went off on Monday in a van near St. Anthony's Church, which was one of the sites of the 8 explosions in Sri Lanka's capital city, Colombo, on Easter Sunday. The police said it has arrested at least 24 people in connection with string of bombings that tore through churches and luxury hotels, killing 290 people and leaving around 500 wounded.
An explosion went off on Monday in a van near St. Anthony's Church, which was one of the sites of the 8 explosions in Sri Lanka's capital city, Colombo, on Easter Sunday. According to a witness, the van exploded when the bomb defusing unit of the Special Task Force and Air Force tried to defuse the bomb. The curfew also lifted by the authorities in the country on Monday, besides the police arresting at least 24 people in connection with string of bombings that tore through churches and luxury hotels, killing 290 people and leaving around 500 wounded. A spokesman said Sri Lankan police found 87 bomb detonators at the main bus station in Colombo. After the bombings, President Maithripala Sirisena has declared a nationwide emergency that will go into effect at midnight on Monday. This measure would grant police and the military extensive powers to detain and interrogate without court orders. Most of the victims in the Sunday Easter bombings were Sri Lankans, and more than 30 foreigners from elsewhere in Asia, Europe and the US have been reportedly killed. No one had claimed responsibility for the bombings till the last reports came in.
A group of as many as 220 Hindu pilgrims from Pakistan on Sunday reached northern India's temple town of Haridwar as a part of their religious tour to the country. They took holy dip in the river Ganges besides mixing the water from river Indus in it.
A group of as many as 220 Hindu pilgrims from Pakistan on Sunday reached northern India's temple town of Haridwar as a part of their religious tour to the country. The pilgrims were seen dancing on the roads to the tunes of religious songs, singing devotional hymns and taking a dip in the holy river Ganges. The pilgrims also brought a pot full of water from river Indus and mixed it in holy water Ganges. According to the belief of Hindu mythology, taking a dip in the river Ganges can liberate one from all his sins, and immersing ashes in it after cremating the dead brings salvation to their souls.
पाकिस्तान से 220 हिंदू तीर्थ यात्रियों का जत्था भूपतवाला क्षेत्र में स्थित शदानी दरबार मंदिर में आया है। ब्रह्मकुंड हर की पैड़ी पे सब लोग आके सिंधु के जल को मात गंगा में प्रवाहित करके मंगल कामना, पवित्रता की और सद्भावना की कामना कर रहे हैं।
हम यात्रा के लिए आए। यात्रा के लिए पहले जत्था हमारा रायपुर पहुंचा। रायपुर से हम अमरावती यात्रा करते हुए फिर रायपुर आए। रायपुर से हरिद्वार आ गए गंगा मैया का दर्शन करने।
Millions of Hindus visit the holy town of Haridwar, located in the serene Himalayan province of Uttarakhand, every year to take a dip in Ganges and perform the last rites of their loved ones.
Scores of visitors coming to Asia's largest tulip garden in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province are enjoying traditional kahwa tea. The tea is prepared in a traditional kettle with spices like cardamom, cloves, cinnamon and saffron in it.
Visitors coming to Asia's largest tulip garden in India's northern Srinagar city are enjoying the traditional kahwa tea. People were seen sipping the hot tea, taste of which is enhanced by adding spices such as cardamom, cloves, cinnamon and saffron. The tea is prepared in a traditional kettle known as samovar.
जब टूलिप गार्डन खुला हुआ है तब से एक कश्मीरी कहवा इधर हमने रखा। एक कल्चर है हमारा, पुराना कल्चर है मुगलों के ज़माने से। और एक टूरिस्ट लोग आता है कश्मीरी कहवा पीता है, बहुत खुश हो रहा था।
इनफैक्ट मुझे कहवा भी एक बड़ा यूनिक ड्रिंक लगा, हकीकत बताऊं आपको। और नमकीन चाय भी मुझे कश्मीर में पिया, वो भी मुझे पसंद आई। तो इसका लाजवाब नहीं। और मैं समझता हूँ कि जितनी ठंड का मौसम होता है उतना कहवा और अच्छा लगता है।
Located in the foothills of Zabarwan Hill in the summer capital of Jammu and Kashmir province and overlooking the famous Dal Lake, Tulip Garden attracts thousands of tourists from across the world every year. This year, the visitors are getting to see 51 varieties of tulips in the garden. Floodlights have been also installed in the garden to let visitors experience the beauty of the garden even after sunset.
Devotees in temple town of Katil in India's southern Karnataka province on Sunday took part in a unique firefight ritual known as Agni Kheli to please the Hindu goddess Durga. The ritual is performed on the last day of 8-day-long festival at the historical Katil Durga Parmeshwari temple.
In a unique way of pleasing the Hindu goddess Durga, the devotees on Sunday performed Agni Kheli or firefight ritual at the historical Katil Durga Parameshwari temple in India's southern Karnataka province. The centuries-old ritual is performed on the last day of the 8-day-long festival by the devotees, which according to their beliefs destroys evil and rids the participants of diseases. During the ritual, the two groups face each other from a distance of about 15 to 20 meters and thrown burning fronds at the opposite group without targeting any particular individual.
पंच तत्व में पृथ्वी अप तेजस में एक होता है। पृथ्वी तत्व का खेल है तो वो गेंद से चलता है और अप तत्व का खेल है तो वो बोट से चलता है। तेजस तत्व का खेल है तो वो अग्नि से ही चलना होगा। इस कटील क्षेत्र में अग्नि का खेल तो बहुत प्रसिद्ध है।
This is the annual festival day, the last day of Katil temple, and this temple belongs to Attur and Kudittur Maganes. So on the last day of Rathotsav, there is a holy celebration by the villagers. That is the Tutadara. That is the throwing torches.
The villagers also observe fasting for 8 days during the festival to please their deity. The tradition is marked as a part of honoring 3 or 5 elements of nature: earth, water and fire.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Pakistan claims India suspended trade citing groundless accusations. Crisis grows in Sri Lanka after fresh explosion. And group of Hindu pilgrims from Pakistan take holy dip in river Ganges. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.